My friends, welcome again. So the coronavirus is still with us and still creating challenging times for our lives. There's a great sadness about the situation in which so much of our world finds itself at this time. Watching those lines of everyday people filing into the various Centrelink offices, seeking whatever support they can find at this time. This is so distressing for all of us. Perhaps in spite of the lengths to which our governments, both federal and states, are going in endeavouring to provide as much support as they are able to those who are unemployed at this time, there will be people who may still fall through the cracks and miss out on that financial assistance that is being provided. It's at such times perhaps that our churches then can step up to the mark, that our churches endeavour to provide as much support as possible to those who are so much in need. It won't be the equivalent to the provisions of our governments, but with the limited resources that we have at our disposal, I am sure that our church organisations can indeed do as much as possible to offer assistance to those who may miss out on what is available. Our own Archdiocese is establishing a very useful app. It will be available through our parishes where we can continue to support the local parish, which in turn then can provide that much needed assistance to those people whose lives have been turned upside down because of COVID-19 plaguing our world at this time. I would invite you to please consider such support at this challenging time. As you are no doubt also aware, our churches and our grounds stand silent for most of this time when we cannot be here together. So there's a great opportunity to set about repairing and maintaining the resources that we have in our church and grounds, especially here at St Bernardine's Church. Something has already been achieved at St Catherine's Church down the road by a small army of dedicated volunteers who, whilst keeping their significant distance from one another as required by medical advice, they have set about cleaning the grounds and the church building, perhaps in preparation for that moment when life will return to our community. I offer my thanks to those people who have done so much. But here at St Bernardine's, I am hoping to refurbish our church pews that are so much in need of reclaiming. They need to be sanded back and to be restained so that they present well within our church community. So I'm asking if there are any talented workers of timber who can carry out this necessary work on behalf of our parish community. I ask you to please contact our parish office during the week, either by phone or by email. These are indeed challenging times for all of us, but it may also be a time when we set about making all things new, or as new as we are able, as we endeavour to reclaim our church and our grounds, to be a sign of the new beginnings that the Easter event has brought to all of us. It's interesting, I find, how so many people who are now in isolation are finding new ways to connect through Facebook and Skype, through Zoom and so many other platforms. People are meeting and talking. Our church is no different. Through our own parish platforms, people can still participate in the parish masses that we have on a weekend. And I've been amazed at the response to this endeavour. It has been a powerful witness to the new ways of celebration in our lives. When all of this is over and our lives return to normal, live streaming of our masses may become a regular occurrence for so many within our church. But for now, we live in the midst of the uncertainty of COVID-19. And all of us endeavour to address the situation in which we find ourselves. So may the God of the resurrection continue to guide us through these challenging times. And may God be with you all, and may you have a continuing happy Easter in the weeks that are ahead.